Peace, peace, love, light, and healing. Peace, love, light, and healing. Peace to the gods. Peace to the earth. Y'all climb on in, climb on in. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Climb on up in this deal. Peace, 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 gods, peace, goddesses. Peace, black gods. Peace, black goddesses. The organic family, the original beings of the organic family of the earth. My carbon copy brothers. My carbon copy sisters, my angelical gods and goddesses. How y'all doing? Y'all climb on in, my electrical beings. Children of the sun, indigo people. Y'all climb on in. Peace, 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 peace. I wanted to talk about a few things today. But before I talk about a few things, something been sitting heavy on my spirit. I've been doing a lot of meditation and a lot of just reflecting, these last couple of months. And I noticed that I have a lot of elders following me, a lot of older, Afu, Hebraic, African elders following me. So I want to apologize to y'all for my language lately. I get very, very passionate when I speak, and I should be able to articulate my words better when I'm in my passion, because of y'all all listening, y'all all learning, and y'all all watching, and I wouldn't be around my grandma cursing. I most definitely wouldn't be around my grandma cursing and, using profanity. So I have to treat y'all as such. So again, I apologize to y'all for the profanity. I just be very passionate about how I speak. So, any elder that's on here, or any elder that follow me and listen to me, just for the respect of y'all, I'm going to change my language and I'm going to articulate and use more of my vocabulary than, getting angry and using them words that I've been using lately. All right. Oh, my God, we ain't your grandma. Be raw, be your raw self. I ain't talking about y'all. It's all of y'all on there, like, so y'all, everybody else on there, like, y'all like that, but nah, we gotta be respectful. It's more people that follow me than what I thought. It's a lot of elders that actually follow me, and a lot of elders been hitting me up in my DM, and they just been telling me that it's hard to listen to me. They want to listen and they want to learn, but they can't listen and can't learn because they can't get past the profanity. So me being a teacher, or me being, a person that's putting my neck out here for the people, and I love my people so much, I have to accommodate the elders. That don't mean I'm compromising. That's not gonna hurt nobody, me not saying the F word. That ain't gonna hurt nobody, me stop saying the B word. That's not gonna hurt anybody, me stop saying all of these other profanity words. If anything, that's gonna add to our intellectual vocabulary, because now I have to use other words to fill in those gaps. So it'd be a difference if they said, "Oh, Yaki, I can't follow you no more because all you do is talk about the white man." Then if they would have said that, I'd be like, "Oh, nah, hell to the nah, go follow somebody else then. I'm going to talk about the issues. I'm not going to compromise my integrity or compromise the mission that Yahweh El Elyon have put in my heart to free my people. I'd never compromise that for nobody. But if I can stop doing something that's offending somebody, that's not going to take away from being who I am, then of course I can throw that down. Man, that's easy. I can quit cussing. That's easy work. You see what I'm saying? So again, I just want to make an official apology before I start teaching y'all. I want to make an official apology for my elders that are offended for the words that I have used. You see what I'm saying? Because y'all matter. The elders matter, just like the younger generation matter, just like my generation matter, just like the infants and the baby that's coming in through these wombs and these portals of these black women by way of the black man. Y'all matter. So I have to make sure that I am, digestible for everybody to a certain extent. So I don't have no problem, trying to watch my language while I'm teaching. Now, I will say this. You might hear a few cuss words come out because I'm working on this. So don't automatically deem me as, he said he gonna quit cussing, so I'm not gonna hear another curse word ever. I might get passion passionate and something might come out. Just let you know I'm not doing it on purpose. I am working on that. I'm going to work on it just like I asked y'all to, vibrate high. Just like I asked y'all to stop eating meat. Just like I asked y'all to get on the alkaline diet and to do better, to know thyself and to know better. And when you know better to do better, I'm going to be doing the same thing. I don't expect you to change overnight. You've been putting that bull crap in your body for so long. You've been eating acids for so long. You've been addicted to the dopamines and things for the food for so long. So I know that that's a transitional process. So the same power that I give y'all and the same leeway that I give y'all and that same expectation that I give y'all, that time to transition and change, all I ask if y'all give me the same thing. Y'all give me the same thing. Okay. Now, what I wanted to talk about was cellular regeneration. That's what we specialize in. We don't specialize in treating, symptoms. We don't believe in symptomologies. We believe that symptomologies is attached to the body trying to heal itself and detoxify itself. A lot of people have been talking about itises. A lot of people have been talking about inflammation. A lot of people have been talking about multiple sclerosis and rheumatoid articulate arthritis. That's what I really want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the elders, that's what they've been telling me about. They say, Yaki, you always teaching your generation. Yaki, you always talking to the younger youth, but it's a lot of us that got a lot of diseases and illnesses that's setting in on us, and we need answers. So, I'm going to give y'all answers. What we have to realize is what we put in our bodies directly affect our cells. I teach y'all this all the time, that the body consists of 150 trillion cells, and each of these cells are miniature yous. And I put it in an analogy to show y'all that every cell have organelles. These organelles is just like the organs that you have in your body. So if you have organs like the pancreas, if you have organs like the lungs, if you have organs like the heart, if you have organ systems like the nervous system, the digestive system, the circulatory system, the mucous membrane system, the lipid-based system that we call the lymphatic system, each and every individual cell in your body have the same exact thing. So inside of your cells, you have the Golgi apparatus. That's what acts as the lungs. Inside of your cells, you have the mitochondria. That's what acts as the digestive system. Inside of your cells, you have the cellular membrane. That's what acts as the mucous membrane, or what acts as the lymphatic system of your cell. Inside of your cell, you have the nucleus. That's what acts as the gonads. Inside of your cells, you have the vagina canal. That's what acts as the ribosome. So each individual organ that you have in your body, each individual cell possess that organ as well, because every cell is a miniature you. There's literally 150 trillion miniature yous that makes up who you are. And we have to understand that protons, electrons, and neutrons make atoms. Atoms make cells. Cells make organs. Organs make systems, and then these systems make a full-grown human being. So when I'm looking at you, I'm looking at cells. When I'm looking at your hair, I'm looking at cells. When I'm looking at your face, I'm looking at cells. When I'm looking at your eyes, I'm looking at cells that make up your eyes. It's cells that make up every part of your body. Every part. Every part of your body is made by cells. So in order to truly, truly heal, it will have to be on a cellular level. You see that we can't keep going after symptomology. We have to go after the root cause to all these things, and that is what is damaging our cells. So then you have to ask yourself, what is damaging the cells? And if you look, there's only two sides to chemistry in nature, y'all. You have base, or what they call alkaline, and then you have acids. What is destroying the cells in the body is acids. Now, yesterday, I did a video, and I was talking about, information on acids and how the body is created in an alkaline medium. That's what you call the life that's in the blood. The blood is always alkaline, and the blood is the kitchen to the cells. The blood is how you feed the cells of the body. So if I eat anything, the phytonutrients and the bioflavonoids and the biophotons, the curcumin, everything that I need from the food is going to be broken down, and by way of the microbiome that's in my duodenum, which is a small 9-inch intestinal tract that's connected to the stomach by way of the pyloric sphincter, then it goes into the intestines. That little tract is where all the absorption happens at, right? Through that little tract, all of the phytonutrients go inside of the blood, and then the blood feeds all the goodies to the cells. So the blood is very important because the blood must maintain its alkalinity. The blood must maintain its alkaline design. By that, we say that the body is already predominantly made alkaline when it's not, because you have another lipid system inside of the body called the lymphatic system that is 7 times bigger than the bloodstream. 7 times bigger. Why is that? Because that's what deal with all the gnarly chemistry. Now, the reason why I'm talking about these things is because your body is made already acidic. And I told y'all about this yesterday. You have amino acids. That's what makes up your so-called amino acid structures, of what we're going to call protein. The stomach produces hydrochloric acid. Your skin is already on an acidic medium at 5.5 on a potential hydrogen scale. So your skin is slightly acid. Every cell in your body is slightly acid. It's at a 6.4 on the potential hydrogen scale. The only thing that is alkaline in your body will be the amylase that's produced by the mouth, the tryptophan that's produced by the mouth in your bloodstream and some parts of the lymphatic system. Now, why am I saying it? Because this is very important, because the body is alkaline in nature when it comes to the blood, but the body functioning nothing but acids. Without the functioning of acids, the body cannot break down none of its food. The body cannot digest. The body cannot absorb. The body cannot utilize, nor the body cannot eliminate. All these things that I just said are acid functioning mediums. And able to digest, you have to have acids to break the things down for digestion. And able to absorb, you have to have acids to break the things down. That way the microbiome can start absorbing these things inside of the bloodstream. And able to utilize, acids had to break these things down for you can start absorbing these things, for your adrenal glands can start utilizing all of the steroids, all of the hormones, and all of the trace minerals and amino acids that you have been bringing into your body. You see that? Without acids, you and being able to break down these foods, it'd be impossible for you to eliminate this metabolic cellular waste. So we gonna say that the body function in an acidic medium, but the blood is maintained its alkaline balance. So, you know, Dr. Sabi's son, he been hitting me up. He been commenting on all of my posts and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Look, you like a little brother to me, brother. Like, I respect you. I respect your pops. I respect everything that y'all got going. You know, he just did a video on me, and he talking about some, you know, we can go somewhere and sit down or do a debate or whatever. I don't mind debating you. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind debating you. We can sit down, but let's make sure that we doing this for the cost of the people, and let's make sure we doing this for the edification of the nation, and not doing this to stroke our egos. Let's make sure we doing this not to stroke our egos. So, I mean, if you want to sit down, if you want to get down to the nitty gritty, and you want to pull out, you know, healing testimonies and all of that, we can do that. But let's both leave still healers. Let's both leave with the people being liberated in the end. You see what I'm saying? Well, like let's not make this about the whole thing, and this whole system is to get us to war with one another. Like, I don't want to war with you. I don't want to war with Sabi, his people. I don't want to war with y'all. Like, y'all are healers just like me. I love y'all. I respect y'all. You see that? So you calling me out, you know, it's not doing anything for me. Like, we supposed to be able to build. I learned a lot from your father. I learned a lot from my aunt. I learned a lot from all of them. You see what I'm saying? But knowledge exceeds, bro. You supposed to surpass your teachers. You see that? So you commenting on all of my stuff, telling me to take my pictures down of some of the portrait that's painted with me and your father. Why would I do that? You telling me to quit speaking your father's name. Why would I do that? He inspired me. Of course he gonna be on my mouth. I've never said nothing negative about him. You see that? And then you saying that I'm doing this for clout. Brother, I got way more followers than you, brother. I've been healing way longer than you. You are younger than me. You see that? When I was talking to your pops and your stepmothers and all of that, you were still a baby boy. You see what I'm saying? So look, I'm not in this to be at war with you. You are a brother. You are a Hebraic African brother. We supposed to be healing the world together, not destroying one another in front of these platforms. And that's what we have to stop doing. We got to quit going on these platforms with all these public people that's outside of the organic family and putting each other down. I don't want to see no white person seeing me speak down on you. I don't want to see no cave dweller, no Caucasian seeing me speak down on another brother that looked just like me. You see that? This is not what that's about. So if you want to sit down, like you said in your video, and you want to pick, you can pick the place. You know what I'm saying? I'll come to you. And if you want to put the information out there, that's cool. Let's do it. I don't have no problem with that. We can bring testimonies. We can bring people. We can bring our herbs and all of that. Just make sure that this is going somewhere, though. Let's not get in front of each other and tear each other down. If we get in front of each other, let's make sure we building each other up and we showing the people information and presenting things that they never knew and that's life changing to them. That's going to regenerate their life. That's going to regenerate their cells. That's going to regenerate their consciousness. That's going to open up their consciousness and expand their mindset to show them that they are God. If we talking about doing that, then I'm down. You see that? If we talking about doing that, then I'm down. But all that you tearing me down and calling me out my names and stuff, brother, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave that to you, because I'm not gonna disrespect my teacher's son. I won't even allow my anger or just my whole displacement of what's going on here even allow me to disrespect you, because you come from the gonads of a legend. You come from the gonads of a great master ascending teacher. So I'm not going to even disrespect you like you've been disrespecting me. So I went to your page. You told me that you've been trying to get in contact with me. I don't check my inboxes. I finally check it. I see that you have been reaching out to me. So you didn't lie about that. That was honorable of you. I sent you my personal number and I sent you all my information. So get in contact with me. I see that you have been reaching out, and that's what I don't get. You've been reaching out to me, but you be talking bad. You've been talking bad to me all through my comment boards. So I don't get it. But look, I reached out to you. You got my information. You know what I'm saying? Let's make it happen. Now, when we get back to what I was talking about, and we can't say forget the brother. That's our brother. We have to build with people. You know what I'm saying? There's too much war that's going on in the black community. It's too much war that's going on inside of the conscious community. We don't see that this is a weapon of white supremacy trying to turn the leaders and turn the brilliant minds of this generation against each other. You see that? That's what they do. That's what they do. They try to turn the brilliant minds of the generations against each other. That's what happened when it came to Louis Farrakhan and Malcolm X and Elijah Muhammad. Notice how they always do that. That's what happened when it comes to who they so-called Jesus and Judas the Iscariot. You know, they always try to turn the brilliant minds and the leaders in the community against one another. Instead of us coming together, you know, behind closed doors, and not these other nations is all in our business, watching us make fools of ourselves, and we can be behind closed doors and we can hash out our issues, and then we can go to the public and say, look, we was mature enough and man enough and godlike enough, you know, to not even put everybody in our business. You know what I'm saying, man? That's what it's about. That's what I'm on. That's what I'm on. You see what I'm saying? Now, let's get back to this. So what I was talking about is simply rheumatoid arthritis or articulated arthritis. When you look at rheumatoid, it's something that's articulate. Articulate means it moves on a surface or on an axle. A lot of our elders and a lot of our young people are now getting caught up with rheumatoid arthritis, or getting caught up with multiple sclerosis and all these other things. We have to understand that it's the acids that is coming inside of our body. Now, yesterday I made a statement that you cannot even function or live without acids, right? I truly, truly believe that, and I have proven that time and time again. But with these alkalines and acids, it comes a ratio. Carbon is alkaline. You are a carbon being, but your body function in an acid medium because it takes acid to do all these bioprocesses and all these frictions from you living your everyday life and from you eating and doing all the things you do creates acids. Now, look, check this out. If you check out mother's milk and you actually get the milk of a black woman, and you check that milk that come from her breast, you're going to see 1% nitrates, which is acids, and then you're going to see 7% carbon, which is sugar, fructose, and glucose, or what they're going to call galactose, showing you that there is a ratio. The moment that ratio change, that's the moment that sickness starts setting in, because you start blocking up energy pathways in your body. See, you have to have acids in your body because that's the way your body functions, but you have to have more alkaline carbon-based constituents in your body to keep your body in a balance of homeostasis. So for 7% carbon, you need 1% nitrogen. So if you have 14% carbon, then you need 2% nitrogen. What I mean by nitrogen or nitrates, I mean acids. And that's what consists of your what? your amino acids. That's what consists of your what? Your cells being a slightly acid, which is at a 6.4. Your skin is being slightly acid, which is at a 5.5. So the only way you can counteract that and keep it balanced is by having a full alkaline diet, y'all. You have to have a full alkaline diet because everything else in your body is acting on an acid or acidic medium. You have to have more alkaline than acid. That is the ratio. So yesterday, I don't want none of y'all to take what I said wrong. Yesterday, when I was talking about you need acids, I don't mean eat an acid diet. And I explained that yesterday, but y'all like to take my words and, get your own fundamental understanding off of it. No, you have to be way more alkaline than acids. You're supposed to have 7% more more alkalinity in you to 1% acidity, to 1% acidic medium. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is we're eating all this acidic forming, mucus forming food, and we're eating all these salts and all these sugars, which are neurotoxins. And the salt is a great dehydrator. And these people are, black people come from slavery, and we like to season things because we like things that have seasoning in it. And then when you get to seasoning, it actually come from seasons. Seasons come by way of rhythm. That's the reason why you go through spring, you go through summer, you go through fall, and then you go through rhythm. This is a winter. That's a rhythmatic process. That's where seasoning your food come from. It come from the season because different things or different herbs grow in different seasons, and when you mix them all together, it's called seasoning, and then you put these seasonings on your food, showing you how rhythmatic you are. Well, the reason why I'm talking about these things is the seasoning that we're using to replace for our rhythmatic substance is salt. Iodized salt. You're not supposed to be eating that because them things are very dehydrating. What it does is it sucks all of the water out of your tissues. It sucks all of the water out of your cells. And then look, if it's sucking all of the water out of your cells, guess what's leaving back in your cells? It's leaving potassium there. It's leaving calcium there. It's leaving all these different minerals inside of the cells. And now these minerals have become calcified because they're not hydrated. So guess what? The body can't utilize them. So the body kick them out of the cell. But when the body kick them out of the cell, they end up in the joints, y'all. Now, when you have these minerals plus this acidic medium inside of the joints, it starts to eat away at your tendons. It starts eating away at your cartilage. It starts eating away at your collagen. It starts literally eating away at the flesh that's between your bones. Now, the crazy thing about cartilage, when you look it up, what cartilage is, it is a tissue that's produced by the bone marrow, by the bone matrix, but it don't have blood in it. You see that? It don't have lymphatic fluid in it, nor do it have it. Only thing it have in it is certain type of oxygen molecules. And what I want to show y'all, look, we just going to Google it. And I'm going to show y'all how to heal yourself of all of these different diseases. Check this out, y'all. Just for y'all don't think that I'm making this stuff up. Now, check this out. Let me show y'all this. All right, so this says collagen. Collagen. You see that is a main structural protein. It is an extracellular matrix found in the body's various connective tissues. So we see that cartilage is a connective tissue. Well, what's in control of connective tissue? The thyroid. The thyroid is in control of connective tissue. Without connective tissue, your heart wouldn't stay in place. Without connective tissue, you wouldn't be able to have your thyroid connected to certain things. Without connective tissues, your bones wouldn't even be connected. And that's what's happening. All of these salts and these neurotoxins that's coming from the sugar and these acids is burning the connective tissue. And then it's hard to get connective tissue to regenerate because the connective tissue don't have any blood in it. The connective tissue don't have any minerals in it. The connective tissue don't have any oxygen in it when you look at it from a scientific standpoint. So in order to even grow or regenerate connective tissues, you have to holler at the calcium and you have to holler at the bones. And the bones go through something each month where scar tissue ends at the end of the bone, and the bones open up and it produces this collagen. Then this collagen becomes the connective tissue. Well, what's happening is your body is not regenerating itself because you have too many acids that's between your joints. You have too many inflammation acids that's between your joints that's chewing away at the connective tissue. And then when you moving, you feeling them little bitty trace minerals just grinding up against your bones. So the bones become inflamed, and now you feeling all of that pain. That's all rheumatoid arthritis is. Itis is inflammation. That's it. And the inflammation is setting in is because it's trying to get the body to put things in circulation again to get rid of all these excessive unwanted metabolic waste from the acid foods that you're eating. You see that? And if your adrenals are down, y'all, we have to understand that the adrenals is in control of all of your minerals. You see that? The adrenals is in control of all your utilization factor. So meaning if you eat minerals, your adrenals is what utilize these minerals and take them to the blood, and the blood by way of steroids and hormones take them to different cells of the body. So you can have iron all you want. You see that? You can have iron all you want. Iron can be all inside of your body. If your adrenal glands is not utilizing iron, then that iron is going to break down and become corrosive and then produce bilirubin. You see that? So everybody be like, well, no, you're not anemic at all. Your body is just not utilizing the iron that's already within inside of your body because your adrenal glands is down. You have adrenal fatigue. What's happening is these acids is what's welding our colons to our lower bowel ducts. These acids is what's welding fibroids to your cervix. These acids is what's chewing away your connective tissues. These acids is what's burning the hell out of our bodies and causing inflammation. And the reason why is because we're having more acids than alkalinity. We're having more nitrates than carbon. You are a carbon chain constituent. You see that? And you even more silicone than acids. You have more silicone and carbon in your body than you have acids that make you up. But you need acid in order for your body to function. So we have to understand what hydration truly is. Everybody think hydration is just drinking water. No, hydration is putting electrolytes inside of the bloodstream. That way your bloodstream is feeding the cells of your body all the minerals and electricity it needs to maintain its alkaline balance of the blood. That's what everything is for. The whole body is if you look at the whole structure of your body and what your body does, your body is a food processor. Everything your body do is to process food. Everything your body do is to process food. Again, everything your body do is to process food. Whether you're breathing in what? Air. Why you need air? For oxygen. Well, what do you need oxygen for? To actually make your glucose turn into carbon dioxide. What do carbon dioxide does? Break down to water. What do you need this water for? To create another glucose. What do this glucose factor be used for? Fuel for the cells called ATP, adenosine triphosphate. So you're breathing. When you're breathing in air, guess what you're doing? You're processing food. You're processing phytonutrients. That's how trees eat. That's how trees eat. Trees get most of their food and their nutritive factors from breathing in carbon dioxide. Because what carbon dioxide turns to is what? It turns into glucose. That's what the body needs. The body needs fructose and glucose for energy. You see that? When you drink water, what are you drinking water for? You're drinking water for the hydrogen and what? Oxygen. Oh, so water have oxygen. What does the oxygen does? Turn into carbon dioxide. What does the carbon dioxide does? It's carbon, turns into glucose or fructose. Then the body uses the sugars for energy. You see that? Everything you do, everything you eat, all of your thoughts, everything you speak, no matter what you do inside of this matrix, or what we're going to call this holographic universe, is by eating. Conversations, you're digesting conversations, food for thoughts. You see that? You're hearing, that's for conversation. That's why people say, I hear you, I see you, I feel you, I felt that, I heard that, I see that. You're digesting. You are literally walking around eating and processing everything. You're not, just because it's not going in your mouth don't mean that you're not eating. You digesting everything that is in your environment. And if you're digesting it, that means the body have to go through a physical chemical process and change. And this physical chemical process change is supposed to be used as energy. That's why if you hear bad news and you digest bad news, it what? Takes away your energy. If you go into a room full of thugs or full of gangsters and it looks like it's going to pop off, the first thing you do is say, I need to get up out of here because something felt bad. How did it feel bad? How did you get that gut feeling? The gut is where you process and break down all your food at. Because you ate the atmosphere. You digest the atmosphere. These things can become acidic to the cells. You see that? Just your thoughts can be acidic. Your sex can be acidic. You see that? The way you think about things can be acidic and can produce acidic response in your body. It's a book called Emotions of Molecules, or The Molecules of Emotions, y'all. It's by a white lady, y'all. I need y'all to grab that book. It's called The Molecules of Emotions. I read that book like 10 times. Man, that book will blow your mind. It's another book called The Biology of Belief by Dr. Bruce Lipton. I need y'all to get that book. It's a book called The Biology of Belief by Dr. Bruce Lipton. Y'all need to get that. These books will blow your mind, and they are backing these things up with scientific analysis and databases. This stuff is real. You see that? So we have to make sure that everything we're doing inside of our environment is alkaline, or to a extent that it's more alkaline than acidic. But you can't forget about the acidic part. It's called duality and polarity. If you create up, guess what? Down have to be created. That's a byproduct. If you create right, guess what? Left have to be created from that. That's a byproduct. If you create ugly, that means beautiful is have to be created. If you create out, there's going to have to be an in. If you create heaven, there's going to have to be a hell. If you create black, there's going to have to be a white. It's the byproduct of creation and experience in reality. It's a byproduct. So we have to have all two, because guess what? If there wasn't a such thing as evil, I wouldn't know what good was. If there wasn't a such thing as hate, I wouldn't know what love feel like. If there wasn't such thing as homeostasis, I wouldn't know what pain and struggle feel like. If there wasn't such thing being a poor, I wouldn't know what being wealthy feel like. So we need both of them for balance. It's just when one outweighs the other, that's the state of your being, and that's what you call homeostasis, or that's what you call disharmonizing. That's what you call blocked up energy or dis-ease, because the body is no longer at ease, because the balance and the ratio that the creator Yahweh has set your physiology to has been offset by what you're eating, what you're thinking, who you having sex with, the conversations that you're entertaining, and etc., etc. Yes, balance is key. So to get these things out of your body and to regrow this connective tissue, which is called cellular regeneration, you're going to have to go after the thyroid, because the thyroid is over the connective tissue and the collagen, or the cartilage inside of the body. That's connective tissue. You have to rebuild that up. The only way to build up the thyroid is with iodine and bromine, and with some phosphates and some carbonates. You see that? That's Dr. Sabi teaching. You see that? I don't knock everything he said. He told a lot of truth. You see, I still use his methodologies. And these things is what comes from my 3 bitters. These things is what comes from your bladderwrack. These things is what come from your purple sea moss. These things is what comes from your kelp granules. These things is what come from your club moss. These things is what come from the plants that are of the sea. If you want to go after the thyroid and build the thyroid up, you must go after sea vegetables. You have to, because that's what's full of the calcium. That's what's full of the monopotassium phosphates. That's full of all the things that you need to go after the things to re-strengthen your connective tissue. Now, you have to rehydrate the body too, with your H3O2s. That is their fruit juices. Leave water alone. Get you some coconut juice or get you some fruit juice. Do y'all realize coconut water is the only thing that's closest to the black mother's breast milk? They're made of the same substance. They're damn near identical when you look at them through scientific chemistry analysis. Coconut water and the black mother's breast milk is damn near identical. You hear what I'm saying? Damn near identical. Why is that? Because the black woman is the fruit of the earth. Her womb is the portal and the fruit to the earth. Her breast is what feeds the infants that grow up to be nations of people. So of course her breast is going to have to assimilate the most alkaline substance on planet earth other than watermelon, which is the coconut. So if you look and you study coconut and you get all the chemistry out of coconuts, the lipids, the fats, even the acids, from its 1% acids to its 7% carbon constituents, and you go test the mother's milk of a black woman, it's the same lineup. It's the same lineup. So you truly never get off the breast. You truly never get off the tit of your mother if you're eating right, and if you're eating tropical like you're supposed to be, because you're a tropical people, because you're supposed to be hydrating yourself just like their breast hydrated you when you was in your infancy, when you was in your adolescence. So we never, ever, ever get off the breast. We just pass from the breast and the womb of our mother to get on the breast of earth and to go back in the womb of earth when we die. We are constantly in the womb. You're never outside of a womb. That's how powerful the black woman is. You're never outside of a womb. Right now, we're in the womb of earth, sucking on the breast of earth, getting our hydrogen, getting our oxygen, getting our carbon, just like when you came out of the womb of your mother and you had to suck and suckling from her breast. Then when you die, you go back into another womb or another matrix, Rakim, to be birthed into another womb. You see that? You see that? Vagina is a portal. That's why sex is so powerful. Because you're literally experiencing different wombs, or what we're going to call different dimensions of densities of reality. So in order to truly heal the body, you must go back to nature. In order to truly heal the body, you must stay hydrated. The whole entire body is made of 87% water. Then the brain is made of like 89% water. So all of this water is what makes up your body. And then you're eating things that's dehydrating this water, like heavy salt diets. You eating things that's dehydrating this water, like processed white sugars, like bleached white flour, all this white things. See that white is so bad for black? White is so bad for black. Bleached white flour got all types of neurotoxins in it. Processed white sugar got all types of neurotoxins in it. Sucking the body. White iodized salt got all types of dehydration effects and additives in it. And then we wondering why our bones is not acting right, or our connective tissue is being eaten away, because the body got to become extra acidic just to even break down the things that we're putting in our mouths. And then not only the body have to become extra acidic to break these things down, the things that you're eating is mucus and acidic forming foods. So you are eating acids on top of acids when your body is already functioning in acids, and then it is acids breaking down acids, and then you're not getting rid of the acids. So you're literally living in a mental state of hell, or the lake of fire. You're burning alive, and you're wondering why you're having so much pain, because each cell in your body has a nerve ending. These nerve endings is what communicates by way of neurotransmitters to let you know how your body is through your sensory senses. So you're feeling your pain receptors go off because it's burning the hell out of your cells. These acids are burning you alive. And everybody want to talk about hell and the lake of fire and the afterlife. You need to understand the lake of fire and hell in the inward life. You need to understand it here. A lot of y'all are living in the lake of fire right now. A lot of y'all are not experiencing heaven because you're in pain chained to your body right now. How many times I have told y'all, you are not even supposed to realize that your body exists. You're supposed to be so much in peace, so much in a balance of homeostasis that you don't even realize that you in this skin. You see that? Half of y'all realize you have a body because it's in pain all the damn time. Damn, my knee hurt. Damn, my elbow hurt. Damn, I got acidic here. Damn, I got boils here. Damn, I got a cavity. Damn, I got a headache. Damn, I got a head. Damn, I got an arm. I got elbows. Dang, I got armpits to even have boils. You're not even supposed to. This is just a vehicle. You're supposed to be astral projecting so far above this meat suit. You're supposed to be able to look down from a fifth dimensional plane and see the beginning, the middle, and the end of this whole shebang. How can you possibly be doing that if you are literally trapped inside of your body and locked down by your nervous system 24/7 because you don't want to change the way you eat, and you are scared of energetic food? You are scared of food that are high in energy like fruits. You are scared of food that are high in bioflavonoids, biophotons like vegetables. These things, this is the food that make your God. This is the food for the gods. If you go into the Bible and you get into the book of Adam and Kawal, who they call Adam and Eve, you see that their diet was fruits and vegetables, and they were angelical beings. So it shows you what the food of angels is. It's fruits and vegetables. It's not all these other things we're eating. And then you have to realize when you're eating these foods come with certain hurts. They come with certain frequencies because they're living entities themselves, just like we come with certain hurts and frequencies. That's why you get an IgG or IgK, or you get a heart mammogram. Guess what they're studying? They're studying the electrical resonance and vibrational frequency of your heart, the electrical resonant vibrational frequency of your brain, the electrical resonant vibrational frequency of your blood, of your urine, showing you that you're electrical vibrational frequency. You move off of hertz, megahertz, kilohertz, because you're an electrical being. You're a musical note, eardrum. You see that? Cerebellum, organs, vocal cords. You're a musical instrument, but you just out of tune. Notice that your spinal cord have 33 vertebrae, or what we're going to call 33 strings. If you actually look at your spinal cord and how it goes down to the sacral bone, it looks just like a guitar. The guitar is the sacral bone, or what we're going to call the cervix or the pelvis, and then the spinal cord is the actual hand or the strings of the guitar. It needs to be fine-tuned. Guess what the fine-tuning is? Them are your 7 glances, or what we're going to call your 7 chakras. It have to be balanced. It have to be tuned. Because you are musical instruments, and everything you do is putting out melody and putting out frequencies. So then you will go eat something that have a lower frequency than you, and then you wonder why you stressed out because you eating stressed meat. You wonder why you angry because you eating angry birds called chicken. Angry birds. You see that? And we wonder why we so down. We wonder why we got brain fog and we can't find freedom, or we can't find perfect purpose, because you too intoxicated. You see that? Or intoxicated by all of the things that you're putting in your mouth, by all the conversations that you are entertaining, by the environment that you're living in. You see that you have to change mind and environment. And the only way you can do that is by thinking alkaline, living alkaline, thinking righteous, living righteous, eating alkaline. And that doesn't consist of milk and dairy products. That doesn't consist of eating things that come from animals. It consists of doing things that's outside of your physiology and nature. You are God, eat like a God. You are God, create like a God. You are God, think like a God. Start asking yourself, what would God do in this situation? And then operate from that happenstance. Operate from that perspective, because you are God experiencing himself in 7 billion different ways. You are God experiencing his creation in 7 billion different ways. God wanted to experience his creation, so it created himself in human form. Their human form became Yaki. Their human form became Lylinda. Their human form became Kelvin Blaze. Their human form became 222. Their human form became Skate. Like this, that human form became Jay Shamika. That human form became Light 1010. That human form became High Pretty Black. That human form became That Pro Stunner. That human form became Michelle Street 31. That human form became Unlimited Love and Favor. That human form became Free One. That human form became Thousand Eyes. That human form became Omar J318. The human form became No Lie Lady 504. We are gods and goddesses, and we have to start acting like ourselves and treating ourselves as such. You can't do that. You can't do that when you're eating outside of your biology. You can't do that when you're operating outside of your biology. And that's the reason why all of these foods are slowing us down, because food is information. Information is what makes your DNA code. Information and DNA is wrapped around histones. These histones have so much information that it can fill 600,000 pages of books, y'all. That's how much information you have inside of your body if you unlocked your DNA. Every event that ever happened, every language that ever have been spoken, is called the Akashic Records. These things live inside of you. How you think prophets are able to prophesy? They're tapping and unlocking their DNA and speaking to the ancestors or the God within. How you think people are able to call down things before they happen? You think it's happenstance, or you think it's a circumstance, or by coincidence that you can actually speak of somebody's name and then they call you? No, that is like the cellular phone. Cellular phone come from cells. So if the cellular phone that I'm on, going live to y'all on, connecting with hundreds of thousands of people on, you can do the same thing with the cells that's inside of your body. It's cellular. But just like this cell phone can't have too much water in it, just like this cell phone has to be charged, you have to put it on the charger or it's going to go dead. Just like if you drop this cell phone, or if you poured grease and acid on this cell phone, you're not going to be able to communicate with other cell phones. Same thing with the cellular structure of your body. You have the capability to you're telepathic, telekinesis. You can make a phone call without calling nobody, but you're too acidic. Your cell phone ain't charged enough. Your cell phone is not on the alkaline spectrum enough. You are technology. All technology mimic your body. Speakers come from your ears. The telephone come from your vocal cords. The cameras and these cameras on our phone come from our eye lens. That's why they call it lens, the camera lens. Well, don't you have lenses in your eyes called the irises? Huh? You see that? The car motor system and the exhaust pipe, it mimics your digestive system. Everything in nature that's created by man that we call technology comes from the black man human body. Everything mimics you because you are God. You are all. We have to make it make sense. So make sure you're putting the right amount of fuel in your body, the fuel that you need for your carbon constituent biology. And that is fruits, that is plants, that is vegetables, that is herbs, that is H2O spring water, that is H3O2 juice water. And then you'll start seeing cellular regeneration will take place. You start seeing things that they said that can never be cured start being cured. You start seeing that their elbow that was hurting ain't hurting no more. You'll start seeing that you will stop thinking about you being in your body. Now, since you're not thinking about you being in your body, you can think about your purpose. You can think about why Yahweh created you in the first place. You can think about why are you here. You can think about how you are on a black op mission to go wake up sleeping cells who we call African Negroes who are in a slumber that you must wake up and tell them come on, let's go back to the heavens, because that's home and that's where we come from. But you cannot do that when you're stuck to this body, bound to this earth that we call a prison system. Your body is not supposed to be a prison. Your body is supposed to be an instrument for you to express your divine nature and will here in this atmosphere. Your body is supposed to be an instrument for you to express your divine nature and divine will while you're here in this environment, while you're here in this whole environment. That's what you're here for. You see that? But our bodies have become prisons because what we're putting in them. We're violating laws of humanity. We're violating laws of the universe. And we're taking them. And look, there's a karma. There's a sowing and a reaping process that's happening right now. All of that stuff that you've been putting in your body is now backfiring. All of them negative thoughts that you've been thinking is now backfiring. All that alcohol that you've been drinking is now backfiring. All of that weed that you've been smoking, turning that weed into a chemical. And I'm not against weed or marijuana. I love weed and marijuana. But the moment you put a fire to it, it becomes a chemical. It's been backfiring. Everything that you've been doing has been backfiring. You see that? Now you realize, dang, this body is real. This body's not real. This body is made of vibration. The sun is literally vibrating at a frequency so fast and so hard that it's vibrating and speaking you into existence. This is not real. This is quantum. This is solid liquids, gases. This is atoms. 88% of nothing makes up an atom. You think this is real by electrical impulses that is perceiving through your thoughts. This is a holographic universe. We are in the matrix. But you think this real because the food is binding you to this chemistry. The acids that you're eating is literally binding your nervous system to the body. So you can't experience anything out of your perception because your mind have been enslaved. By what? By what you eating. Food is information. Food is deoxyribonucleic acid. Food have all types of amino acid structures in them. Food have all types of trace minerals and electricity in it. See that? Look, like a papaya. A papaya is 12,000 years old, y'all. A papaya, it grows on a tree. A mango is 10,000 years old. It grows on a tree. An orange is 6,000 years old. It grows on a tree. These things are getting fed all the intellectual property by the sun, which been around for millions of years. By the sun that's been around for millions of years. That means all of the things that the sun have ever experienced. It is cooking all of that intellectual property, Shemesh Ra, cooking an intellect and cooking that information in its food. You eat that food and then that food breaks down into your body and become part of your genetic DNA code. Now all of that information that was in the food that was experienced by the sun become a part of you. If that's not getting an electrical charge, if that's not plugging your cellular structure up to a source, see that? The sun is our outlet. The sun is our outlet. The food is our plug, and you are the cellular phone. You are the cellular structure. We must charge our cells up. And when you charge your cells up, you begin to open it up meridian pathways. Now energy can flow properly, and that energy can be utilized. United spiritually. That's what US stands for. And that energy can be utilized to regenerate your cells. I've never seen anybody regenerate any cellular tissue on meat. I've never seen anybody regenerate any type of brain damage, of nerve damage on meat, on dairy products, none of that. The only way you can regenerate your cells is by hydrating the body through H3O2 and eating a frugivore diet. See that? So if you want to get rid of the articulate rheumatoid arthritis and get rid of the articulate cartilage that have been disintegrated by acids in your body, simply change the chemistry of your body. Stop doing what you're doing. You see that? Y'all know what fasting means? If you look up the Hebrew word for fast, it means to cover thy mouth. You fast to cover thy mouth. The reason why you're covering your mouth, for nothing won't enter into it that's bad, that is harming the body. So fast, cover thy mouth. You see that? Just like if you speaking too bad, sometimes you got to shut up, cover your mouth. You don't got nothing nice to say, don't say it, cover your mouth. And that's what I'm doing. I'm covering my mouth right now when it comes to profanity because I've been offending my elders. I'm going to cover my mouth. You know what I'm saying? Because I want you to get this vital information. I don't want my cussing to have you going the other way because you can't sit around and not listen to my profanity. I can get rid of that to gain y'all, to get y'all healthy, to have y'all be around for more years to see to see how brave this younger generation is, to see how out of the consciousness we is, to see what gods y'all done really birthed into here. You see that? Y'all didn't really do nothing for us as raising us, but we are learning and we are learning ourselves. And it's amazing. I want our elders to see how magnificent and how powerful we is. I want y'all to see that even though that y'all was so messed up through slavery and, you know, systematic racism, and y'all dropped the ball because y'all didn't know, a lot of y'all became scared of us and y'all didn't know how to keep us together, that we have figured this out, y'all. Like, we are elders. We are waking up on a massive level. Y'all, look, I want y'all around to see this. Like, ain't this a way, ain't nothing in earth ever happened like what's happening right now. The way that we are waking up to knowledge and information and the knowledge of self. We are tapping into the ancestral lines like never before. We are tapping into the ancestral lines like never before. Our DNA is speaking to us like never before. Our consciousness is expanding like never before. I ain't never seen a group of rebellious Negroes like us. I love it. We the most rebels on planet Earth. We don't trust. Can I say this one? We don't trust ish. We don't trust nothing. We questioning everything now. We studying, researching everything now. We got TikTok, we got Facebook, we got Instagram, we got all types of platforms. We connecting and utilizing this information. I mean, it's like an informational highway now, elders. Y'all can't be dying on us. We need to get y'all healthy for y'all can see that this revolution will be televised. This revolution will be televised. Straight up. It will be televised. So that's all, man. I hope y'all really be listening when I'm speaking. You know, I know a lot of people listen, you know, because it sounds good. But I hope y'all listening to learn and y'all taking this knowledge and applying it. You know, application of knowledge is what brings you wisdom, or what you call having a wide dome. This is all masonry talk, or all Knight Templar talk. This is where you get knowledge from. Knowledge comes from the root word to know the ledge. You see that? Because if you know the ledge, then you become wise, meaning you have wisdom, because you realize that it was a wise dome. And you didn't, when you was making these different monumental structures, you never fell off the ledge and killed yourself because you knew the ledge. When you know the ledge, that means knowledge. No ledge, knowledge, because it was a wise dome. That wise dome is what becomes wisdom. See that? We have to start studying these words, y'all. Etymology is key, because this English language is full of spells and sorceries and witchcraft. Y'all see that? With that being said, y'all, I'm finna get back on this road. I gotta get back home to my babies, to my people. We had an amazing time here. You know what I'm saying? Amazing time. I gained a brother, you know. These professional football players are just like us, getting millions and millions of dollars, but they just like us. When you sit down and you talk to them, you know, a lot of money don't be changing a lot of these people. Like, just like money, millions ain't changed me. Man, money don't be changing a lot of these brothers. They young like us. They consciousness like us. They just need help. They need somebody to talk to, and that's what we're here for. So with that being said, peace, love, light, and healing. Peace to the gods. Peace to the earth. I love y'all. To Dr. Sabi's son, Victor Bowman. I love you too, brother. I don't have no animosity in my heart towards you. I will never speak bad on you, because your father taught me a lot. I do accept your challenge, though. So I gave you my number. I put it in your inbox. Let's sit down and let's have a respectable dialogue. And when we leave out, we should be leaving out hugging one another. We should be leaving out with the people's consciousness being expanded. That's what I'm about. I don't want to be at war with my brothers and sisters, especially not on a public platform, for we can look like monkeys and fools to these white folks. They don't need to be in our business like that anyway. You got an issue with me, let's talk about it privately. All right, but we should never be trying to put each other down in front of our enemies. That's where the Negro always go wrong at. All right, with that being said, peace, love, light, and healing. Peace to the gods. Peace to the earth. Love y'all.